All right. Welcome to another episode of House of Pride, the House of Pride show, coming to you live at our new studio, The Edge, right here in San Francisco. And what an honor it is today to have the singer of this brand new hot dance song entitled Need Love, the one and only, the legendary and iconic Pattie Brooks, and her producer, Anthony. Welcome, guys.
How are you?
Hello.
We're good. How are you guys doing? Now, Pattie, you're in Los Angeles.
Yes, I am. No, actually, Sherman Oaks, California.
Welcome. And Anthony, you are not. You are in the Big Apple.
The Big Apple, yes, sir. Staten Island.
I love it. Thank you for joining us here. Hey, guys, how did it come to be that you two collaborated on this new song?
Pattie and I know each other over 15 years. And as Pattie knows, I always felt that she should have had more of a career. I think she got cheated in her Casablanca days. So when we met, it was instant. The two of us just immediately took to each other. And we've been tossing around ideas for quite some time. And a few years ago, we co-wrote a song together called Lies. And then after that, I was working on this song, Need Love. And I had a girl I knew do the demo, and I said, this would be a perfect song for Pattie. So I approached Pattie with it. We did a Zoom studio session, which was kind of unusual, but it was fun. And that was it. The rest is history.
The rest is history.
And we learned a lot, didn't we, doing that session? Because I had never, I had never done a bi-coastal kind of thing in the studio.
Yeah, it was a little challenging, and I got to be honest with you, producing an icon like Pattie, I kind of felt like like a little kid out in traffic. It was it was hard for me to give a direction because she's an ultimate pro. But we got past that, and I think we did a really good collaboration on this.
Yeah, it's a hot song, bunch of remixes. Here is the picture of the cover art, folks. It's called Need Love, and I think you said it's dropping in the next couple of weeks. So that's exciting.
Well, actually, it's already been uploaded and ready to go. And actually, tonight, I'm going to start promoting it.
Awesome. Pattie, since Anthony brought it up, your Casablanca days, you are the singer behind one the biggest hits of that year, 1979, with After Dark, one of my personal favorites. Can we harken back a little bit, tell us a little bit about those days and how, what was it like for you?
It was interesting. I can definitely say that. I mean, everything was very quick. I didn't know what the disco clubs were about or anything like that, but they signed me after I was doing a backup for Donna Summer. So
exciting.
It was kind of like I fell into it, but it was like, I guess I was supposed to be a part of that era.
You were actually on the soundtrack of one of my favorite movies from 1979. Thank God It's Friday. There it is.
Yes.
After Dark prominently featured on that soundtrack. It must have been an exciting time for you. Did they send you out on a lot of tours and things like that?
Yeah, they did. We were in San Francisco, your town. And then there was also Miami, and then there was Puerto Rico and Fire Island. I love Fire Island. And then, let's see, I'm trying to think of another place. Canada.
Oh, yeah.
I think Patsy Gallant was one of the hostess there in Canada, very popular at that time.
I'm glad you're back in Clublandia. It's great to have you back with this hot number. And Anthony, you are also the producer, and this track is on your label. Is that right?
Yes.
Can you tell us a little about your label? What's the name of it?
The label's Jefferies Enterprise Entertainment. The name of the group is TP and Company. I put that together about a little over 10 years ago. And the premise was that I was writing and producing music, and I was going to bring in guest artists at the time. I realized that one artist that I want to work with is Pattie. And these were perfect vehicles for her to, to get them out there, get her out there again. Pattie and I are collaborating on a few projects coming up in the next year. And as a matter of fact, what we're doing now is we're working on her memoir, because Pattie has an extensive history in the industry. She worked with so many famous artists, starting back to the Smothers Brothers when she was on that show. And some of her stories are really hilarious. I mean, Pattie should have been a comedian.
Oh.
And I have to tell you, she's worked with the best, and I just feel that she is owed her due, especially with movies like 20 Feet from Stardom, which, featured famous background singers, and she was left out. And that's why I decided it was time to put a book or a memoir out about her experiences as a backup singer leading up to her moment in time, her stardom, up to today. And we're in the process of putting that together.
Can you tell us about those prominently displayed awards behind you? What are those for?
It's Legends of Vinyl.
Oh, yes.
And then the other one up there is Thank God It's Friday.
Yeah.
And then the other one is Rick James, because I was also on his big album. I think it was, which one was it? Street Songs.
Oh, that's awesome, Pattie. Wow.
Yeah.
Rick James, another amazing artist. Fabulous.
Right.
Yeah. And quick question. I heard the fruit doesn't fall far from the tree. Is it true that your daughter was one of the members of the Mary Jane Girls?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
True. Yeah.
Can we do a shout out? What's her name?
Yvette.
All right. Yes, Miss Yvette. Hey, we love you. We've got the new song "Need Love." You got another song called "Lies" potentially coming out after that, and then you're working on new music.
Right.
Yeah. Who do you hang out with? Do you hang out with Sherry Payne, for example?
Whenever we're doing something, we'll definitely get together for that. I have to do something.
Yeah.
Anthony has been trying to get me to do this for years, since the first time. I didn't want to do it. I just felt like enough already. It was like, let me just stop where I am and that's it,
Yeah.
But he kept on, and I said, okay, so I'll pay it forward. And I definitely want to see him achieve his dream too, as well as putting me out there and see what happens.
From knowing Pattie through the years, she's so multi-talented. I mean, like I said, she's a great singer, as we know. She's forever young. I mean, forever young. She's got an energy about her that's just unbeatable. We could get on the phone at 10 o'clock at night and laugh for 2 hours straight. I mean, she could be a comedian. She could be an actress. She could hold an audience's attention. When we did the Legends of Vinyl 2 years ago, I believe it was, and she got up to perform, she had that place going crazy.
Pattie, you're an artist. You're a natural born artist. God has given you the gift. So you should, produce art and let the world, experience, get joy from that. That's what it's all about.
I'll do one more for the gift.
We've been talking to various promoters to see where we can get Pattie booked. And, responses have been good.
Yeah.
That's why I think the re-release of Need Love and eventually the re-release of Lies will show everyone that she still has a lot of gas in her tank and a long way to go.
Awesome. Pattie, where should people go to follow you or learn more about you?
Instagram, Facebook. I'm usually on there, letting them know where I am or what's going on. And YouTube, I'm on YouTube.
Yeah. I was just listening to your hits on YouTube today.
Oh my gosh. You know what? It's a whole lot of different music that I was singing. Even with my earliest demos, I mean, that was like in the 70s before late 70s when I got with Casablanca.
You write,
But I was singing
you write your
everything.
songs too.
Yeah, and the thing is, they used to hire me over at Universal to do Tina Turner, and I did, let's see, Helen Reddy. Oh, I did back up for Helen Reddy, but then I actually sang. And Barbara Streisand, all the gals.
Oh, so you've had a not only a career as a front woman, but also a supporting role in backing some of these legendary singers.
Yeah.
Any crazy fun stories you have recollection of?
I think my most fun I had, and I don't know if you remember this. Do you
Anthony's laughing.
remember? Well, J.P. Morgan. Well, I have so many stories with her, but she was just so great when we were on tour with her. But she could sing anything, and I talked to her, I'd say once a month, and she lives in Washington now. So that was fun, even with Anne Margaret.
Oh yeah, Anne Margaret, love her. I love Helen Reddy. What song did you work on with Helen Reddy? Did you work on Angie Baby?
No, but we went in to do a sound check, and whoever was doing it before I was doing the backup for her, she wasn't there. So they said, "Can you sing the song?" I said, "I don't know this song." I said, "But I'll hum along if you're just doing a sound check."
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Yeah." He said, "Just So anyway, I did it. Next thing I know, I'm coming off of the stage where they had blocked, and did the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "You really sing good. And you're doing backup." I said, "Yeah." That I didn't know anything from getting a deal. Not at all. I didn't even think I would get a deal because I wasn't shopping for one at the time.
It just worked out.
Yeah, it all just kind of fell in my lap, and that was it. The girl that was supposed to be was Simone Susan. I know you know that name, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was the one who produced me. And this girl, she turned it over to me. She says, "I can't get along with him." So she said, "You try it and see if you like it and if you can get something going." Well, I had just come back from Muscle Shoals and did a demo down there. And I said, "Oh, okay, I'll do it." Yeah, okay. And he was a Moroccan. And his whole thing, that's why After Dark has a lot of percussion.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
That Middle Eastern kind of whatever.
It sure does. Has a nice, beautiful percussion break. Yes.
Yes. And he would dictate all that by whatever he was doing, singing or pounding on something. And then the conga player or whoever it was would take his lead and they would get together. And that's where all that music came from, I think, from Morocco or wherever he was from.
I think that makes sense. Well, we've got a segue into playing the song before our interview is up. But first, Anthony, tell us where folks can go to learn more about your record label.
I have the website, www.djami.com. And my bio is on, SoundCloud, Spotify, all the music platforms as well.
Right. Yeah. And check out, Anthony is also a singer as well. And I think you released something under the name TP and Company.
Yes, sir.
Where Are You is the name of your current single that's out and it's floating around out there on the record pool charts, doing well. So
yes.
Everyone check out that too. You can get that anywhere. And we're going to go out now. First of all, I want to thank you, Pattie, so much. Come on back anytime you'd like.
I sure will.
And thank you so much for being a part of House of Pride, the new visual show.
Definitely.
Awesome. Love it. We're going out with your new song, Pattie. It's entitled Need Love. And hey, it's actually my remix. Ha ha ha, little plug.
All right.
All right. And we'll see you all again. Thank you so much. Lots of love from San Francisco to you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Bye. Thank you.
Take care.
I love it.